to another vlog with Mama Dot. Welcome to, well, should I say, welcome to my newbies and welcome to my truebies. Love all of y'all the same. Yes, I do. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys for a little bit of people that I do have participating in my videos. When I say I greatly appreciate you guys, thank you so much for watching my last video, and thank you for watching the one before, after that, and thank you, Grace, thank you, honey. Grace, whenever you start your channel, you let me know, because I'm going to be your #1 supporter, baby. Yes, I am, and you can do it, okay? And I'm going to support you all the way, and every family member of mine, I'm going to make sure they subscribe to your channel, okay, love? Because you are so supportive, and I appreciate you to the moon and back. I love you, Grace. Thank you so very much. And good morning. I hope you guys had a God bless amazing night on last night. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing well. Today is March the 25th, 2025. Look at that. All right. Okay. So I'm on here this morning. And this morning, y'all, can y'all believe it? Well, it's 11:07, but it's still morning. I got up pretty early, took my shower, and this, that, and other. But I was thinking about getting old. Do any of us ever think about getting old? How the body will react? Nobody ever think about getting old. When you young, you look at stuff like people be needing this, people be having this, that, and the other. When they get old, like walkers, they be needing to depend on stuff to pull themselves up out the shower, pull themselves off the toilet. You know, we never think about getting old. And then somebody done bless you with some of this stuff, but you give it to somebody else. You never think about your parents getting old either. You'd be like, okay, we don't need this. But one day it's gonna come to a day where you will need these things, you know? So I was like, have you ever thought about getting old? This is my subject this morning, okay? Getting old, boy, I tell you, you can't walk, you can't drive, you can't cook anymore like you used to. You can't see that good, you can't do your laundry, you know, your body hurt and ache. I mean, you have all types of problems. Your eyes start to failing you, your hearing. But we never sit there and think about, one day I'm gonna have to get old. What I'm gonna need when I get old, you know? What type of help I'm gonna need when I get old? And you know, I look at a lot of people who have a lot of kids, and I'll be like, they are blessed, because if something was to happen to them, they got help round the corner. Them kids can schedule different times to go help their parents out when they not feeling the best, you know. Yeah, you have all kind of sickness, man. Your body symptoms, skin tone changes. And you know, they said when people have, well, not they, I was at a doctor's appointment one day, and my husband and I was at a doctor's appointment one day, and this doctor was saying when people have cancer, their skin tend to change. Even when people are real sick, their skin turns really dark. And you know, her father, I'm speaking about a white doctor, and she was telling me that telling us that her father had turned so dark, and it was that cancer eating him up. And she said all kind of ailment make the complexion changes, but people don't realize that. And my husband was like, yes, I realize it, because my wife was sick once upon a time, and I wasn't sick with cancer, but I was sick with a thyroid issue. And when I tell you that job had me black, when I tell you I was black, and every time I get sick, I don't care if I get a head cold, and if anything stressed me out, my complexion tends to turn dark. And that's how me, my husband, and my mom can tell something ain't right. You know, she's not feeling good. My skin tone changes, and I look in the mirror and I be like, okay, I don't feel good, but I be trying to fight that thing, you know. But if y'all suffer with thyroid issues, It's very serious. Thyroid issues is very serious. So don't take that for granted. Go and check on yourself. Thyroids it controls all your organs. You know, it can have an effect on your heart, your lungs, you know, your legs and stuff will swell up, and people don't go check on themselves and find out what's going on. You know, before I was diagnosed with thyroids, I think I was like 180 pounds. And when I tell you I dropped down to 120 something pounds, because that thyroid, everything I ate, I threw it up. Everything I ate, I couldn't keep nothing down. That's a bad disease. And you know, I have a head full of hair, and people was like, are you losing any of your hair? No, thank God I didn't. But my complexion got real dark. I got real skinny. I looked sickly, and which I was sick. And people who knew me knew what I was going through. But people who didn't know me, they probably said, well, what's wrong with her? Something ain't right. She might just say another no. Stop judging people when you see people out. You don't know what their situation is. You don't know what they're going through. But the first thing we want to judge a person, be like, they look like a crackhead. They look this, that, and the other. Don't do that. Don't judge people, because you don't know. People can be very, very sick, and you don't know what their story is. You don't know what their situation are, but you want to judge them. So don't be no judger, you know. And it's hard to open up stuff. Fingers get stiff. No, and with me, thank God my fingers and stuff didn't get stiff, but I was having problems with my wrist. My wrist used to hurt me a whole lot. And nowadays, a lot of people are suffering from thyroids. A lot of people. And let me tell you something. When I say, I know I told you guys the only thing I drink is water and coffee. I drink me 1 cup of coffee in the morning and water throughout the rest of the day. And if I feel nauseated on my stomach, I'll drink a ginger ale. But my favorite drink was Dr. Pepper. You hear me? I used to love, excuse me, y'all. I used to love a Dr. Pepper. And when I tell you, honey, when I drunk that Dr. Pepper, I rejected. I couldn't keep it down. You know, so I was like, and eating like sweets and sugar and stuff, it'll stir up in my stomach. And I used to love to eat. If I go somewhere and order some food, or if I go somewhere and they got dessert, I'm gonna eat my dessert. I'm gonna eat my dessert first, because I was a sweet tooth. I love cake. If it's a good cake, I love cake. Speaking of cake, I'm gonna bake a cake very soon here. I'm gonna bake a cake. And nowadays I don't gravitate to sweets. And Snicker bars, oh my God, that used to be my number one. When I say number one, that used to be my number one craving. I had to have a Snicker bar. I love that candy to my core. And I used to eat it with butter popcorn. As a young girl, I was in the 12th grade, getting ready to go to college, and I started working to the movie theater. And honey, I used to get that butter popcorn and get me a Snicker bar and put the two together. Talking about a time. We had a time. You hear me? That was a good time. It was bussin'. It was so good. Like my grandson, I say bussin'. But yeah, it was so good. And and then if I have too much butter on my popcorn, and nothing on my stomach, and I go to the movie theater and try to eat that, that'll stir up in the bottom of my stomach. Excuse me, y'all. Cough in my hand. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, but yeah, getting old is something else, and then your body start changing on you. You can't open up anything. You just have a time, and then when you're getting ready to clean your house, you be aching, your body be hurting you so bad. And you know, I'm just sitting here thinking about one day I'm gonna have to get old. And you know, I don't consider 40, 50, and 60 old. You know, I consider when you turn maybe 75, and I feel like that's a little young, but when you turn 75, that's of age. You up there in age, because you're getting ready to hit 80. You hear what I'm saying? And that's old, and it's a lot of things you ain't gonna be able to do. So people out there that's drinking and smoking, y'all need to cut back on that stuff, because you got to get old one day, and you need your body to work for you. When you open them eyes in the morning time, you want to get on your knees and say a prayer to God, and you want to let your day be successful. You don't want that bed to hold you down too long, you know. But you know, every now and then, if you're feeling bad, that bed will hold you down. I'm a witness. I'm a witness to that. That bed will hold you down. But yeah, when you got to clean, you got to get down on your knees and clean the shower, the tub, toilets, baseboards. Get up on a ladder and clean around the frames of the doors and stuff. You know, because that's a lot on that's going to be a lot on your body. Cleaning the ceiling fans, cleaning the light fixtures. Me, because that's how I clean. I don't just clean in the middle right here. I have to move stuff and clean under stuff. That's why when I buy my furniture, I want everything lift up high so I can get under it, be able to go under the mop and clean. I don't like nothing down low where I can't get under the clean. You know, and just like I was watching the news, that pollen is crazy. You got to keep your house clean, because that pollen coming through the air vents and everything. And that pollen had me messed up this year, y'all. It ain't never did me like that before. It had me messed up. When I tell you I was messed up, I was messed up. That pollen, just like right now, my head hurting. And it had like little draining and stuff, little cough and stuff. Because that pollen ain't no joke. But yeah, child, back on the subject to getting old, you start losing your figure, you start losing a little memory, you start losing, some of us lose a lot of weight, we lose our teeth. Thank God I got our teeth. I probably got one little thing. And you know, when I was young, my mother kept us in the dentist, you hear me? And honey, they believe in putting them black fillings in the bottom of your teeth. I don't know, a lot of y'all probably got them feelings too, but I'm going to go and see if my dentist can make mine white. Because I don't like looking at all that black filling in my mouth. Especially when y'all up in my grill, you know, because y'all be up in my grill. Y'all see my shirts there? Yeah. Okay. If I'm saying something wrong, please forgive me. But I ain't going to lie, I had my coffee. I got a little bit more to drink already. And you can't live alone when you get old. Back on the subject, you can't live alone. You need to depend on someone to help you out, you know. And I'm praying to God that He keep me strong when I get old. Keep me in my right mind when I get old. Let me be able to use these limbs, you know. Because, baby, I don't want to depend on nobody. I don't want to depend on my kids to come in and do this, that, and the other, you know. My husband is such a loving man. He gonna do what he can do. But me and him gonna get old together. I think he take care of me more than I take care of him. Well, he do. He take care of me more than I take care of him. And I thank God for that. You know. And some people only have one child. And some people don't have any kids to help them at all, you know, when you get old. And your family members might be, say you the baby, your family members might be older where they can't help you. So you got to depend on strangers to come help you. And these days and time, you can't trust these people. They're so mean and evil. You can't trust any and everybody. I see how these people treat these people in the nursing homes, you know. It's so sad. Very sad. I tell you. But baby, we got to think about them things. Think about getting old one day. Think about how your body gonna change. You might get sickly. You might, and then you need to know. They have these Ubers out here, but then your body, they might not know nothing about you. You might not know if your knees weak, you can't stand long, or you can't walk fast. You know, you can miss and fall because you're having problems with your knees. It's a lot of things. You get where you can't. It's a lot of things. We need to focus more on getting old one day, because we're going to get old one day. And you need to pray to God to keep you in your right mind and keep you with some good health and strength. Because I know this lady, she's 98 years old, honey. She don't work on nobody's job or nothing. And her and her little husband, he passed away. And I don't know for how long he was gone. But honey, when I tell you this lady's still driving, She's still going to CVS picking up her medicine. She walking around with no cane, no walker. She done did something right in her lifetime. You hear me? To be 98? 2 years from 100? What? Well, I say 1 year, because she 98, 99, 100. One year. When she turned 99, then she gonna be 100. The Lord spare her life. And I hope to see her around, but I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, she is doing amazing for herself. And guess what? She don't look like she's 98. She looks good. She really does. She look real good. But I'm not coming on here to keep you guys. I'm just coming on here to let you guys know, take care of yourself while you're young. If you're a drinker, cut back on some of that drinking. If you're a smoker, stop smoking so much. You know, you need to take your body as a temple of God. You got to love your body so your health can grow, or how you say it, expand as you get older. You can be able to do this, that, and the other, okay? And then, you know, when we get old, we tend to say things we don't mean a lot, especially when you get like in your 70s, your late 70s or your 80s. You tend to say stuff to people that you don't really mean it, right? But you're saying it, but you don't mean it. But yeah, you got to, and then y'all got to realize that an older person don't take them as being mean and nasty. It's just that they're at that age where they'll say anything and it may hurt your feelings, but you got to have tough skin to deal with that. You got to be able to deal with that. They don't mean no harm, trust me. But they're just like babies. They're going to speak the truth. And you just have to deal with it and zip it, okay? I know it's going to hurt sometimes, and sometimes you want to just leave it alone. It'll be all right. Lay it down. Let it rest. Because at the end of the day, that older person didn't mean no harm, okay? Take it as love. Don't take it as a loss. Take it as love, okay? But I'm not going to stay on here long. I'm going to go ahead and end it now, but I would love for you guys to comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please like the video and go back and watch the other videos. And if you have, I greatly appreciate you for supporting my channel. And yeah, all out the little YouTubers be trying to win, just like everybody else. They love it. I love doing this. I really do. But it's a hassle. It's a challenge. I'm telling you, it's a challenge. Every day you think about, you got to put something on the video. I got to post, because they want you to keep. You don't post something and then they don't see you no more 2-3 weeks later. Then you wonder what's going on with your subscribers, why you ain't this, that, and other. But baby, I'm almost at 8,000 and I want y'all to help me get that 8,000, okay? So I can do what? I want to have a good time. What you say? Good time, good time, good time. Now you know. Now you want to know. I want to get to 8, then I want to get to 10, 11, 12. I want to grow this channel. I want this channel to grow. But in order for it to grow, I got to keep working. I can't stop, won't stop. Okay, I done came too far. But with that being said, you guys have a God bless, amazing Tuesday. Okay, take care of yourself. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Tell a friend to come over here to see what Mama Dot doing on her channel. All right? With that being said, I love you guys to the moon and back. And I wish you plenty, and many blessings. Okay? In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Mwah!